After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 597. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
Ty, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
Want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If we're a little subdued, I think Ty is working on a migraine, so we'll try to get through this without too much difficulty. As I said, want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad that you found us. We hope you see something that you enjoy, and if you're returning, we hope that we're always glad to see you back. And if you are new or returning and you are in the shadows and like to be more official, just tap the little subscribe button somewhere underneath the video and maybe tap the little bell so that you can determine how many times you want to get notifications. We generally podcast once a week. If you want to take part in the alongs, the link to our home group is underneath the video. It's phmpodcast.freeforums.net, and it's underneath the video, along with a lot of other different kinds of links. Okay, so how many projects do you have?
3.
So do I. And I always go first. You guys go first.
So I have in my Keep Calm and Use Your Little Gray Cells Mon Ami mug. I have English breakfast. I'm probably not going to be drinking it right now just because my stomach feels a bit queasy, but that's what I have.
I had that this morning, so I've added that to my morning repertoire along with the little gray cells. That was good, and I think next time I have it, I will have it with the little almond milk creamer that I got. Now, in my Adagio Autumn Leaves mug, because I tend to just go with certain kinds of mugs, I've had this tea from Adagio in my queue forever. I finally got it and sat in my box forever. And this is called Cocoa Mint. Isn't that a cute little tin? And it's exactly what it says, and it is absolutely divine. It is one of the best mint chocolate teas I've had in a long time. It's really, really good. And this is by one of the fellow Adagians who just kind of put it together, and then they tweak it a little bit. And it's really, really good. Do you want to try it?
No, thank you. I'm not even drinking my tea right now.
I thought maybe the milk would help your stomach a little bit.
No, I just don't really want anything right now.
Okay, so that's all I have to say about that. Thank you. I've heard from everybody now for the alongs. So all 4 of the winners have contacted me. I will try to get those off as soon as I can. Please be patient with me. Getting out to the post office can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes, so I will try to do that as soon as possible. Thank you for everybody who participated. We really appreciate that. Okay, the alongs that are going on is autism awareness and anything goes. Both of those, and the featured patterns for both of them are anything by Lady Fernico Creations, anything by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and anything by Lollipop Girl Creations. I think it is. That's Laura Concert. For the autism awareness, we also added on the Braid It Bright by our very own George, who is 10 hours or less, and the Weighted Lapgan and Teddy Bear by Modest Creations, and she's on Etsy. 10 hours or less is on Ravelry and on his own site. I don't know if he's on Lovecrafts or not. I think he is.
I'm not sure.
Modest Creations on Etsy. I haven't quite made up my mind, but I think I am going to allow KF Jones, anything KF Jones, for this autism awareness. And I forget who the other one was that we usually did. Oh, Chronically Crocheting. So if you want to put those on as well, that's fine. Usually we tack them on, their toys on to the toy along.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about anything they make as long as it's bright for autism awareness, because they're Bakery Bears and Chronically Crocheting, just because. Okay, they're almost along the same lines as Laura. So,
well, crystals in particular, I can see being very fun in the bright colors.
whose?
Crystals.
Oh, crystals. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. And I'm not going to go into it. Autism awareness. We've been doing this since we started the podcast. It's basically to increase autism awareness, and it's all bright colors. And if you want to know the particulars, it's in the thread. How to do multiple chances for prizes, and all that kind of stuff is in the thread. 80% or more bright colors. Okay, and for the other one, it's just anything goes. Anything goes. All right. Just has to fit the parameters of the along, which means knit, crochet, loom knit, woven, and paper crafts. I think that's everything. If not, it's in the thread. You can just check it out. If you have questions, you can ask questions here. You can ask questions on the PHN home thread. You can ask it at Patreon, and somebody will get back to you. Okay. All right.
Or in the Instagram.
On Instagram, that's where Taya will get back to you. And if you try to get a hold of me on PHN, sometimes I don't get notifications via private message. Sometimes I get notifications for whatever, so just tag me as well as PM me, okay? Sometimes it works fine, like I got everybody's notifications for the prizes, but sometimes I don't see it, and all of a sudden I'll come there, oh, there's another message that has been sitting there for a week, and I don't like to do that. So
I know that you've been trying to go more often.
Yeah, I've been trying to go more often. So that takes care of the alongs. Let's see. The hashtags are in the thread. Okay, and if it's to say hashtag PHN whatever and then 2023, it's 2024. Okay, because I usually cut and paste. I try to get all the year changes, but sometimes I miss one. So okay, all right. And that goes on to our alongs.
Our alongs?
I mean our things.
Our projects. Okay, so. The first one I'm going to show is the one that I'm currently working on. No surprise, this is on the courthouse steps. I don't think I've even added a log since last time. It's just been the same log. Slowly but surely just getting some work on it here and there. I've had a lot of light sensitivity and migraines lately, so it's been really limiting what I can do / feel like doing. So my knitting has been very spotty here and there. But yeah, that's...
What bag was it in?
Oh, it's my knitting words bag.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. You done?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot with that.
In my Knitter's Magic, that's our local yarn shop, which, by the way, is going to have more hours now and is trying to clear out their back room so they can do classes again. So if you're in the Winchester, Virginia area, stop by and see them. Tell them that the ladies from PHN sent you.
I didn't know they ever did classes.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, okay.
I don't say you'll get a discount for it, but it'd be kind of fun just to say that you were brought. You saw them on the podcast and you're there and you know us. So, and that's why you came. So anyway, this is the bag. It's a really nice bag.
They're right by, unless they've moved, they're right by Old Town Winchester.
Yeah, they're still there. They're by. It's a little place, but it's fun and it's cozy. It can get crowded really quick because there's not a whole lot of space, but it's nice. And she does a good job having a nice selection of yarn, especially considering she is such a small shop, and she tries to showcase local talent when she can.
I think for her the location was the big deal because, like I said, it's right near Old Town Winchester. So
yeah, there's a children's museum right across the street. Old Town Walk Plots is right there down the road, about
you got restaurants.
10 feet. You got restaurants and all that kind of stuff.
Last time I went, which is a long time ago, there was like a little magic shop thing.
I think it's still there.
British restaurant, that kind of thing.
It's really nice over there. So, so in this bag is my cherry bomb shawl project from the scrap shawl pattern by Anastasia Zattel, and I think I just did a few stitches that I didn't do on the podcast, and I thought I'd be in the next color, but I'm not yet. Let me just Let me just clip this here so I don't lose the stitch. There. Okay. So this is, it's the size of a caplet. I mean,
yeah.
You can see.
A little bit smaller than caplet.
Yeah, you don't have the.
Yeah.
It doesn't go all the way around yet, but it's almost there.
For someone with smaller shoulders, it probably could.
Tamina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is, and I've got on this color this much, which I think means I'm going to end up tearing it back, the one row.
Oh.
Because.
Yeah, with knitting, that would go a lot farther.
I have. Well,
Mom, for mine, I don't care if you start in the middle of a row.
I know you don't, but I do. Where's my thing? Oh, here it is. Okay, so it'd be touch and go. I'll see what I can do. I have this much. About, I don't know, that much, and then that much. So we'll see if I make it. I don't mind tearing it back. It's not going to be too bad. I mean, it's not really grabby yarn or anything. So, and then I'll just give that yarn back to Talia.
I was going to say, then I'll add it to this.
Mm-hmm. I hope you have enough to do something with. I guess it could be just part of a...
I've changed yarns in the middle on multiple ones.
Yeah. Just
because this is scrappy and I don't care. I'm not going to rip back.
I might do one of these that way later on.
Well, that's why I think it's a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Just kind of do that.
It would be a nice in the house kind of thing. Go crazy with it.
Just kind of whatever's. Maybe that's what I should do instead of a blanket. Just kind of.
That might be fun. I mean, Dad'll make fun of it, but
he'll call it my couch shawl or something.
It'd be really nice for when you guys are watching TV and stuff.
Yeah, because I get cold. That's why I'm wearing this. What we call the ebb. Well, it's actually called the ebb shirt, but it's one of my husband's. It's heavy kind of heavy duty kind of flannel shirts. It's not the real heavy ones like the ones that have the lining in it, but it's warm.
I can't wear them because with these braces for my thumbs, the clips I have to keep it on pull at the seams, so I kept tearing them apart, and the threads would catch, and then I couldn't craft or anything without getting annoying. So instead it's actually an outdoor jacket, and I have worn it outdoors occasionally.
I have decided that I would inhale my tea.
You always inhale your tea. This has a kind of...
I mean, actually inhale.
This has a really warm lining.
My husband got that for $10 at Walmart.
Yeah, and I was delighted when they said I could have it. Because I can't wear those.
Yeah, and the thing with me with these is I dye yarn or wash it, rinse it out or whatever, and I keep getting it wet and then it gets cold. So, yeah. But anyway, that's where I am with this. You may see me tear this back before I put a new color in. I think I'm going to have to reskein another yarn. Maybe I'll just stick another yarn on. I don't know, we'll see. Because I think this one is different enough. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do this one. Do you think that'll be too awkward?
I think the other one's better.
Yeah. I think I can do this one and then do something that's got a little... I can pull this in, like maybe this one or something. Because with reds, it's not like some of the other colors where you can just stick things and they kind of just pull in.
It also gives a kind of feel like almost like you're repeating the color here. It's not quite the same, but that same kind of tonality.
I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to make it different.
I think the other one's too different.
I think it's too different. I think what I'll do is do this one that's got enough brown in here that if I do this one next, I can do this.
Yeah, I agree.
So, so let me just turn it over to you.
Oh, okay. I made a point because I've been listening to audiobooks so I can get other things done. Even though I generally prefer to read this stuff, sometimes audiobooks is just what I need to do.
We showed our Peter Falk book, didn't we, last time we got it?
Oh yeah, we showed that a while ago. I'm a little over, actually I'm more than a little over 50% through. That book's a really quick read.
Peter Falk? Yeah. I have to sit down. I was going to read it yesterday, and then I forget what happened. I think I had to do the card.
Well, when I know I need to go to the bathroom, I just snag it and take it with me.
I should do that.
Because it
goes really fast.
It goes really fast, and especially if you don't know how long you're going to be in there. It's all over the place, but...
Yeah, he is. He writes very scattered. Very conversational.
Yeah. Oh, and he warns you it's all over the place.
Quite an artist. Daddy was impressed. My husband's kind of critical of artwork, so
So
in a good way, not a
Yeah.
bad way.
I haven't made a whole lot of progress. This is in my knit nerd bag that Laura made me.
Laura, thank you for tagging us regarding the
Oh yeah, thank
thing
you.
about the eyes. I haven't had a chance to get on and thank you on WhatsApp, but thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. I haven't been feeling up to par, Laura, so. But yeah, here is.
Very nice.
So far, this is Log Cabin Love by 10 Hours or Less, or Very Own George. I'm still in the same log, although I am making some progress on the hearts for this log. Everything's just kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot depends on being able to have lights on. And it's not my only, hobby that I need lights for.
Right.
So I had to let it share the time.
Because I think we're coming up a year now from the story you have in the story.
Are we?
Yep.
Yeah, the harder thing with the story is bright. The screen's even brighter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the poor story, because it's a mixture of you had to be able to handle the screen, and you had to have the brain to be able to be in proper character voice.
Especially for certain characters.
Especially for certain characters. I have a couple characters where I have 3 or 4 characters where it's very important to be in voice.
Let me just clip this one. If I can see it properly.
I mean, it's always important to be in proper character voice, but I
Well,
have a few characters with very distinctive voice patterns who are main characters.
Yeah, I left behind my semi-main character who had that for the moment.
And all my ones who have the distinctive vocal patterns are characters who are going to stay as main throughout. So it's not like they're going anywhere.
Right. Excuse me.
So it's kind of like I shot myself in the foot by, doing that, but...
All right, let me see what my next one is. Okay. Now this one, I've already talked to Talia about it. I think we're going to have to discuss it again because I want this to be what she wants it to be. So the yarn, this is the other scrap shawl I'm doing. It's the squash blossom. And I think that I can maybe show her my different yellows and we can do more of a gradual, I don't know, we'll see. And maybe just have it peter out and do it. I don't know. Right now, this is what it looks like. I mean, it looks really pretty, but I want it to be what she wants it to be, and that's kind of. Can you see the bottom?
Yeah, you can. It's one of those things where I'm not sure yet,
So that's where we're at
The
right
yellow
now.
matches pretty much perfectly.
This golden yellow does.
Yeah.
The other yellow was for contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want something that's matching perfectly, then we could just get the more squash blossom, or I can use that yellow, that gold.
It's not that I need it to match perfectly. I'm just saying it does blend in. It does do the, yeah. If
I can do that. That's not a
no,
problem.
it doesn't need to all be the same.
Because it's really not a problem.
I know. It doesn't need to be all the same.
Because you didn't tell me when we started.
No, I don't think I really know what I want. I knew I didn't want a bunch of different ones in this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I only have this color and the squash blossom.
And I think it might be one of those things that I'm having trouble picturing how the black will be as it grows.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's not a whole lot of black.
Yeah, we haven't been very far, and right now it's kind of in clumps.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what my yarn is like.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to spread out as it goes. It's just I can't picture how it's going to.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't had this one in very long.
Yeah, I've made very little progress because I wasn't, I just have been doing other things and I've been tired. So my husband came home one day and I was asleep on the couch. So I just was, get tired, and he's like, well, just go to sleep, take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
And when I take a nap, my knitting doesn't get done, and my crocheting doesn't get done. Just go figure
Well, it's
that
not
out.
going to get done anyway.
Hmm?
It doesn't get done anyway when you're tired.
It just sits there.
And so the only difference is you're just staring, tired and not getting anything done, versus actually getting rest and not getting anything done.
Right. So I've opted to sleep a little bit, and I almost feel like I had to recover from my retreat because the schedule was a little off.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm off schedule, I don't get as much sleep, and then I have to get back on a schedule. And I think that was after daylight savings time, wasn't it? Yeah, because we had daylight savings time before Easter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't close.
But it wasn't too long afterward.
Uh-huh.
After Easter, savings time, and though it didn't affect me too much, maybe that was what I needed to kind of say, oh yeah, you're not on proper time yet. So, but I think I'm finally catching up a little bit. Pain sometimes keeps me up, so that kind of makes it a little bit difficult sometimes to get proper rest, and that's when naps come in. I told your Aunt Lucia, I was talking on the phone yesterday, that she needs to tell Davina that she loves naps, because if Aunt Lucia says that she loves naps, Davina won't mind a nap so much. Because right now, Davina thinks that naps are for babies.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the things that when you realize that as an adult, you first of all, you don't need to prove that you're not a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing is, like, naps are awesome.
Mm-hmm. I love naps. Naps are my friend. So, and everything else just goes away while I sleep.
And I watched a video that talked about, they compared cartoons like Avatar Last Airbender that cover actually complex character development, etc., and it's actually meant for kids, versus when they have redone it for Netflix and they've stripped a lot of that character subtlety for, like, colorful action and visuals and all that. And it's like he was mentioning that they wanted to make it more adult. It's almost like a kid who's like, they had to make a point of being more grown up.
Yep.
Oh, let's add the swear word. See, that's more adult. Let's add more of a,
whatever,
more of a violent thing, or what, explosions. See, more adult. And it's just like, well, it's actually less mature production than the actual kids thing. I
know that Warner Brothers, when they first did like Bugs Bunny and stuff, that wasn't made for children. I mean, it was arguably, but it was. There was always something for the adults. It was always much.
You don't have to dumb it down to make it for kids, and I think that's a mistake that sometimes movie makers make. Well, I think that they also, maybe not as much as they used to, but they tend to kind of look down a little bit upon the animated medium.
I think that the animators have made too much money for them to do as much.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I don't think they see it as high as some of the other, because otherwise they wouldn't feel like they need to make everything into live action to make it, better. Arguably. I mean, I know part of it's a money grab, but
okay. So yeah, so you go. Your turn. This looks pretty.
No, I think Davina's outside, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because
you worked on that?
Mm-hmm. In my brown bag from.
Are you gonna attempt to finish that for May?
Oh no.
Oh good.
No, I'm not that insane.
For Christmas, maybe.
I have no goals for when this is finished. I've given up on goals. This is from Knitter's Magic.
Bag.
Yeah, so I said the bag. And it's got little kitties in the lining inside. The brown fabric's really soft. This is Davina's sweater. I got a few rows on this. I'm not terribly pleased about the way the pattern's written.
Oh, really?
Everything is mashed together. It's not the most clear pattern.
Is that an Etsy pattern?
Oh, I have no idea. I think I've had this forever.
Oh, because I was going to say, you're usually happy with the Etsy ones.
No, I've had this pattern forever. This is, Hillcrest coat. And I just yeah, I haven't been terribly happy with the way that they format the pattern. It's not like I got it from a magazine or anything where it tends to be formatted this kind of really...
It's too close together?
It's not even too close together. It's all running together.
Oh, I don't like that at all. That would drive me nuts.
So it's very easy to lose track of where you are, and that's even with me being pretty organized with how I do things. So I have to continually be looking back and make sure that, because not even like everything's numbered, so I can be like, oh, okay, I'm this area. It's like it's just all together.
That would drive me nuts.
It's very hard for me to be like, oh, this is where I'm at. I have to continually be looking back and be like, I think I did that already. So if I hadn't made so much progress on this and bought the yarn and everything, I might have not gone with a different pattern.
You might have gone with a different pattern.
Because I think that this is very poorly set up. I think it's a lovely sweater. This yarn is a treat to work with. This is Knit Picks.
Bulky Swish? Is it?
Yes. Sorry. It's Swish Bulky Weight from Knit Picks, Cobblestone Heather. And it's an absolute joy to work with, but this pattern is not. But I think that Davina will really like it when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll make it worth it, but I do caution people who might be interested in this pattern to be prepared for something that's very cramped and not very well formatted, in my opinion.
It might be a little bit frustrating to read.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's that. I think I've had this pattern for a very long time.
I think when we were on Ravelry and stuff, we picked up a lot of patterns free and purchased just because, oh, we should get this, we should get this, we should get this.
Well, I was picking a lot of sweaters up because that would have been in my wheelhouse. So I don't think it was a matter of I should get this. It was a matter of, oh, I might actually knit this.
But we did do that.
Oh, we did do that, but
yeah.
that
wasn't one of them.
That wasn't one of them. Because that definitely falls in my wheelhouse and would have been something I would have picked up anyway. That's it.
Okay, let me just clip this one off. I could do this a thin stripe if you wanted.
I honestly don't know what I want.
Like, not too much thicker than this, maybe a couple rows. So maybe about that wide. And then the rest, it would be kind of a thin
separation.
Yeah. Let me just close this. I was telling Ty I need to do one of these for myself that's a plain color because something that's kind of goes with everything. Not white necessarily, but something that just goes with everything.
And you don't want to do black.
Oh, black would... I think I'd shoot myself. Black.
Crochet in black in particular is not the nicest.
It's hard to see.
At least with knitting, it's on the needle.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. I already showed it. Okay, my third one, my final one. Oh, I didn't say it. This is a Knitting's My Bag, and this is a Chronically Crocheting, which is Crystal. I think she put something up recently, if I remember correctly. I've kind of lost track of people. I need to touch base with her. All right, let me get a drink here. Okay, in my 10-year anniversary bag, PHN 10-year, I can't believe we're going on 12. Or they're going on 12 or heading into 13, I forget which one it is.
10 was before my surgery. Was it the first surgery?
Second.
Are you sure it's the second?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I feel like it was the first.
I don't know. Anyway, 10 or either 12 or 13 or whatever it is. Too bad we didn't put the years on it. Okay, this is my Little Boy Blue baby blanket project. And this is just basically a straight crochet. My hook's in here somewhere. There it is. And I will have a remedy for this to show you later on.
I either started 2010 or 2011, I'm pretty sure.
So this, you can't see the single crochet, so after I'm done with this row, I think I'm just going to make it straight double crochet.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do anyway.
Well, I was going to do just like a couple rows of single, but because it's not a color, a different color, it doesn't make any difference. So I think
it's too fuzzy to show the difference.
Yeah, and it's too fuzzy for me to tink back, so I'm just going to do single for the rest of the row, and then I'm going to go back to double, and nobody's going to know the difference.
No.
Unless they're going like this. So,
and if you're really concerned about it, you can see how many rows you have before the end. Do couple rows of single.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. It's like one of those things if you're really concerned about.
I don't want to. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference.
No, it doesn't.
It's a design error. It's a design
element.
So, and this yarn is a really nice yarn. It's an ice yarn, but this is also one of the more fuzzy ones, and so I don't like tinking it back. If you know, some people have a better success rate with this than I do, but when I have grabby yarn, I get frustrated. And most of the time,
you can't really yank it. You have to. You
have to
tease it.
And if you do yank it, it'll break because.
Well, yeah, because it's
like any yarn.
Yeah.
Because it's not meant for that.
Now you really have to tease it loose.
And that's fine. I mean, I just prefer not to.
I figure it's still 10 times better than the other one that I had. I used
it's at least 5 times better than Unforgettable. So.
I think Unforgettable would be better than the one that I had with the.
That's what I said. This one is 5 times better than Unforgettable.
Yeah, and then Unforgettable's better than this other one.
Yeah, about 5 times. So.
Because you can't see with the other one. You're just basically aiming in the dark and hoping you're hitting a stitch when you crochet.
Which means you could add stitches or subtract stitches and not really know it. Although it'll affect the way it looks.
Or completely miss the stitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's when you would subtract a stitch because or if you double the stitch because you hit more than one place or you hit 2.
Yeah, you might have chained without realizing it. But
so yeah, this is just going to be a straight. 'Cause I wanted to give my hands a little bit of a break from the Surabel, not because I don't want to do the Surabel anymore, but it is a multi-part stitch.
Yeah.
And sometimes my hands just want to do one thing, so I'll do this one and then I'll do another Surabel one afterward. And I don't know who this is going to, but probably the pregnancy center. I don't know anybody who's having a little boy, just somebody who's having a little girl.
Yeah, although you want to keep on hand little boy and little girl. And an uncertain, just in case someone in parish.
Yeah. Well, a lot of my projects, you're probably going to see a lot of my projects be baby blankets, hats and baby hats, and maybe baby sweaters, because I don't need a whole lot of stuff. Yes, I'll still have my shawls, but maybe not quite so many, because how many shawls can I really need? I'd like to try again the sweaters, crochet sweater, but we'll see what happens. I
layer shawls.
You what?
I layer shawls.
Yeah. And I think my husband has finally come around to the shawl thing. The other day he said to me, "You might want to bring your shawls cold in the church." So, or your blanket. So yes, I love the way this yarn works up. Can you see that? I can't really see because we're working on a small screen.
Yeah, they can see.
So yeah, you have another one?
No.
That's right. You started first. Okay, let me just clip this
Neither
one.
is Hippopos. Your paper craft you gave away.
Yeah, I did do paper craft. My friends came back from Taiwan, and they brought us some little gifts from Taiwan. Nothing major, a little bit of food, and they brought Davina a big notepad and a pen, and me and Ty smaller notepads and pen, and my husband a pen, and then this little cookie cake thing.
Yeah.
So I want to write a thank you note. So I made is a very simple stamped card with a little bit of washi tape, and I was afraid that it was going to look juvenile, but it turned out pretty well. My husband even liked it, so that was good. And I gave it to him this morning, so I didn't have him to show
Yeah, I haven't made mine yet simply because this early part of the week has been hard. Plus, they only gave it to us on Sunday.
Yeah, they gave it to us Sunday. I knew that Davina had hers done, and I didn't want them to think, well, gee, the kid gave it to us, and so I did that. You say anything else about you?
I have some paper I craft.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the Instagram.
Some of these are older that I already showed. This one has been finished. This is let's see. Last time I showed this, but I didn't show. I just finished up the review part. Then this one is a new one. It's Ordeal by Enhancements. This one had some fun covers to it. Oh, and a little. I covered up the review stamp. Yeah, you enjoyed the black sheep behind bars.
Huh. This cools well too.
Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. Now this one I had a lot of fun with. This is Cards on the Table.
I love Cards on the Table.
And so I have, first of all, I love the cover here. These are all covers from different editions of Agatha Christie's books for those particular titles. The only thing that's not a cover of hers for this title is I found little bridge score sheets, and I printed out one for each of them. So there's
each of the detectives.
No, they weren't. They didn't. I mean, they weren't. Their bridge sheets weren't important.
Oh, so you did the victims?
Yeah,
or the perpetrators?
Yeah, I mean, the people who are sitting here, which are because there's two women. These are the perpetrators.
Well, I couldn't see who they were.
Yeah,
because you were living that way.
Yeah, so I printed out bridge score sheets, and I
don't know if I like that picture of Shaitana. I picture him a little more svelte, given what they said.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, it works, but it's...
Yeah, it was definitely... They had some very unusual ones. This particular guy who does covers, he's known for doing wacky stuff that really doesn't make sense.
That's just a playing card with eyes.
No, you have eyes, you have a mouth here, you have a mouth here. His tend to be off the wall.
Sounds like Picasso. The Picasso of covers.
This one's interesting. I'll turn it around. It's a weasel with the little knife stabbed into it.
Ow. Poor little weasel.
So you got that little weasel type thing.
He wasn't a weasel, though. He was something else.
Yeah. It was an interesting cover. So, yeah, these are all, just like I said, covers. I have one that's from Spain, it looks like. One of the ones back here is from China. And each hand here has 4 cards. So I had fun because each card, like I said, is a cover. You can only see some of them in full because, there's just simply not enough space. But
it's artistic too.
Yeah, it amuses me to think that if one was able to sit and fan out the cards, you could see each individual cover from the huge amount of covers. So, and this is a cover as well. But yeah, this one still needs to go up on my BookTube Instagram because that's my most recent one. But yeah, that's it with that. I guess that leads us into stash enhancement.
I have shop.
Oh, shop first, yes.
Okay, I have done a little yarn dyeing. I mentioned that earlier, but one is hanging downstairs, and I've got one of them here. The one downstairs is a new colorway, as is this one. Not bright yet, but the next one I'm doing, Davina's all excited because of what I decided to call it. I hope it works out, and I hope to have it to show you next week, but I haven't dyed it yet. This one is called Black Hole. It's a very dark black, and it has some like very subtle purple, bluey gray kind of low lights. You have to really look at it to see, but it's there.
No, you can see the purpley. It's there. Yeah, it shows up right. It shows up nicely on the camera.
So it's a really, really nice deep black with this kind of I was going for like space. You can see it here like that. So this is called Black Hole. And this is a DK. I only made one because I do this method, this particular method, I do one skein of yarn at a time. And I wanted to make sure it worked.
Right.
And this is one that I'm like, okay, I have to get rid of some of my colors, but I had enough that I could say how much I was using at a time.
Which is nice.
So I have the recipe for this one. The other one is downstairs. You'll hopefully see that one next week.
You have the recipe for that one too.
Yeah, and that's also a DK downstairs. So I'm hoping to do several skeins this week, maybe. We'll see what happens. You know, time and stuff get away, but that's this one.
So then stash enhancement.
Okay, we got these.
Yes.
The bags we got that one time that we showed you, these, I think we told you that I wasn't real happy because my zipper broke, one of the zippers. I had it less than a week and it won't close. This one here won't close properly. See, it just goes back and forth and stays open. So, this is my new one. Very well made. It's from Turkey.
Yes.
And this one is lightly padded.
Mine has this very much a carpet look to it.
I didn't want to get anything really crazy in case I had to wear this out.
Whereas I'm like, I don't care, I'll wear it out anyway.
So I really like this. It's kind of a nice fabric.
She keeps acting like she's afraid to get dirty, so right now it's defeating the purpose of getting it.
No, I wanted to show her on the podcast first. If I'm going to get it dirty, I want to wait till after I show her on the podcast. And I don't want to get dye on it. I do wear this when I dye because it's if this gets dye on it, it doesn't matter, and it's also arguably easier to get the stuff off here. So that's that one. Do you want to show something?
Then let's see. Stay. Okay. This one will be cute for like get well cards and stuff. Was this it? Oh, did I forget to put that one over? I thought I had. Oh, this is my rosary stuff. I'm not gonna go through all that. Oh, here's the get well one. I'm not gonna go through all the rosary stuff because I got them packed just the way I want to. So I'm
just
not
rosary
showing,
stuff, just kind of
just like centerpieces and stuff. But I've got it packed into what's mom's and what's mine, and I really don't want to mess that up. So, but this, however, is the stamp I was thinking about. It's a sick bunny. He has a little band-aid on his stomach, and he's having his temperature taken, and it's called Bunny Boo Boo. It's adorable. I think it'll be perfect for get well cards.
And in that vein, Talia got me a stamp as well. I can't read it without my glasses very well because it's really small. It's a
letter writing kind of day.
Letter writing kind of day. So it goes kind of with my it's a forgetful kind of week.
Yes.
Maybe I'll alternate that around as a frame around. I absolutely love Pooh. Pooh is Pooh and Eeyore and Piglet. I mean, they're just awesome. They're so cute. Pooh is all au naturel, so this is vintage.
So we have a lady who's been sending us who's been giving us a lot of baked goods. So I've been using a lot of the same stamps to make her cards. I wanted a few more baked kind of things that fit in there. So first of all, these are a collection of this is from paper.co. I use them a lot.
I have something coming in from them.
Oh, you did? Okay, you did something from them. So these are stamps. Cute little bunny stamps with different baked goods. You've seen a lot of what I've gotten before. You might recognize in the vein of this one. Unfortunately, the one where the bunny's sitting up in there, they ran out of.
Aww. Bunny under glass.
Then this one is bunny post. Unfortunately, they ran out of the one that's like a stamp for like when you have it sent in the mail to
Cancel.
It's just like the round stamp that you have on there.
Cancel thing. It's a cancellation thing.
Oh,
Postmark.
Okay, postmark. I didn't know the postmark was a cancellation. Okay.
Well, it shows that it's been done, so it's
Oh, okay, I see.
you can't use it again.
This is Bunny Post, which is cute. I have, these. I think these are. I'm not sure if this is stickers or washi tape. This looks like it might be stickers with little, baked goods with faces. This is a little bunny washi tape. The only non-baked goods washi tape I picked up. This is Bunnies and Tea Time washi tape. So this is food with faces on it again for washi tape. Just like randomly throughout, you'll suddenly see like this chocolate part has a face on the top.
And you think your food's gonna eat you, give you nightmares.
So there's that. This one is just normal baked goods. Just a bunch of different. Cause she said, like I said, she sends a lot of baked goods, and I want something topical. I love this, and I'll use it sparingly because I only have one. It's Bunny Loaf, and it's so precious. I love it so much. They're doing cute little things like touching their toes, and like I don't know, I'm not sure what he's doing there. He's just so cute. I'm not sure if he has butter on his lap or what it is. He's just the cutest. They're doing like all sorts of adorable
Like
bunny loaf things.
Cute.
I have some bunny stickers. Now this one is kind of cool for when I have my hand someone thank you note. I've got bunny fake stamps are just stickers, so I can look like I mailed it off.
I think that this might be a blanket because it's like a rattle.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a baby bunny loaf.
I think that's what it is. I don't know. And it's hard to see.
Yeah. It's just adorable. More of the bunny stickers. This one's another one that's... Oopsie. It doesn't want to show that kind of... Yeah, just more... It's like bunnies in a frame. Then what was really cool... let me put these stickers back in. Actually, first let me... This is... They didn't have all the Russian ones I wanted, but I got this mostly because of the cathedral. I'm not sure which cathedral it's supposed to be in Russia. Or basilica or something. It's absolutely beautiful. But you could only get it with the bunny choir person. So, the choir bunny. So that wasn't a hardship. I picked up the absolutely gorgeous basilica stamp and the choir bunny.
I wonder if that's Hagia Sophia.
I didn't take a look at a picture. But they had other ones that weren't available anymore, like bunny Russian dolls, like one smaller.
Nesting dolls.
They had a bunch of cute things like that. But this was the only one that was left that I could get. And thankfully I really liked the cathedral basilica or whatever it is. Let me close this one. There we go.
Hagia Sophia.
No.
Hagia Sophia. Yeah, well, that's in Istanbul. I thought it might be in Turkey.
Oh, okay. That's right, Constantinople. Mm-hmm.
Does that say Constantinople on it?
Well, no, I mean, this is Russia. But that makes sense because I remember I started a book about someone in Constantinople and I realized that I wanted to read it later, but they mentioned
Hagia Sophia.
Mm-hmm. So this is extra.
Will always be Constantinople to me, not Istanbul.
This is adorable. I hope that she ends up being like stamps like these. She just
Those are
threw in
cute.
these stickers as extras. Actually, I think that they...
A witch bunny?
I think that they're actually not stickers, but I can tape them on. Or glue them on.
They might be stickers.
They're
still.
like little stuffed bunnies. And this was a
Oh, you didn't take it up completely apart?
yeah, I'm going to figure out how to glue it on to something, because these are knitting knitting stuffed bunnies. So it's absolutely perfect. She threw this in because one of my stamps wasn't in there. So I think that's why she threw it in. Plus, I'm a frequent buyer from her. Because she has the most adorable bunny stamps ever. Just putting all these back the way they were so they fit. Okay. The last one, oopsie. I'm not going to really unwrap it completely, but these are, so you can't really see well, it's pet tape where it has books with like little worlds coming out of the books that are open. So this would be good to stick somewhere in the book journal, maybe if I have like a so-called free page. So, yeah. Their site is really bad.
It is.
So, I've only been on their Etsy
And the
site
best
prior.
things in the world. I went on their on the regular
Yeah, I
website.
didn't actually think about the fact they had a regular website until you mentioned it. And now I know about their regular website, because I've only purchased through Etsy previously. What's good about their regular website is, first of all, you can gather points. Second of all, they have, if you sign up and gather points and stuff, you can also have like a favorites list. So, there we go.
Okay, now we had a surprise package from Mama C, who's Christina. So this is for you guys. It's a prize. It's 2 skeins of Remix 100% recycled Barocco yarn, and it is a let's see here. Christina's extremely generous. She keeps
Yes,
us in
she is.
prizes. It is a 4 weight, so it's worsted, 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. So that's quite a
Quite a mixture.
quite a mixture, and it's soft. It's smooth.
Okay.
It's smooth, and that's probably the silk and the linen. It's probably really breathable. So there's 2 of these, and it's, I don't know what the colorway is. I might not have one. I don't know. There's 2 of these, color purple.
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Remix, it says eggplant right after the remix worsted.
Okay, so
And that
eggplant.
fits the color.
Yeah, aubergine, eggplant, you know. And with this, she sent us a nice little card that I'm not going to tell you what it says because it's personal, but it's got a cute little cover to it. It's got manatee and its baby, and then a fish.
So cute.
Thank you very much, Christina.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate that. And then she sent Talia this really cute bag. And she sent me this really cute bag she designed this so I don't lose my hook. She sends me these on occasion, and I put my hook in it, and then I forget what bag I put it in. So this
You're
is
just
my,
gonna have to like throw it in your main bags that you have for crocheting. Like your other one, when you find it again, throw it in one of your shawl bags.
yeah. So this is really a nice. She made it for me, and I'm very appreciative of it.
And this is really cute. This
It's adorable.
is adorable. You got
It's box bottom.
the box bottom, and you have, oh, here they are, the little bunnies peeking out of the garden.
And she spoils us absolutely.
Yes,
rotten.
suppose absolutely rotten. So absolutely adorable. Thank you so much.
Okay, Christina, look.
Just the peeking little
Hook.
bunnies.
Hook. Bag. And back in the bag with the shawl.
I'm curious. I need to measure at some point to see if this actually measures out to an inch. It looks like it might.
Oh, might, yeah.
The only thing is, because it's cloth, it's going to. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of stretch to it.
It might a little bit, but give you a ballpark type figure.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. You have a inbuilt ruler here. But, yeah, very cool. Thank you so much.
So that's all we have about that.
Yes.
We don't have a lot else to say. I know Ty's getting a little tired. I'm getting a little tired as well. But wanted to say that we moved our Zoom
Yes.
for our Patreons to this Friday. Is that right? This Friday?
No. Normally it'd be this Friday. We moved it to next Friday just because of schedule conflicts. So
I thought it was always the last Friday.
Normally it's the last Friday. This coming Friday would be the last Friday of the month. So we're moving it for this month to the first Friday of next month. So we'll have two next
May.
month. Yeah.
2 in May. So May, whatever it is, the first Friday in May.
I think it's May 3rd or something.
That's when we're having the Patreon. Not this week, next week.
Yeah.
So all you Patreons out there who are waiting for the Zoom, change it on your calendar. It's not this week. It's the first Friday in May.
And
Okay?
I sent an email.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should have gotten the email with the change in scheduling. And I have follow-up emails set up too.
Okay. I think that's all we have to say. Keep an eye on my shop. I hope to I'll put up at least Black Hole pretty soon, but I hope to put in a couple more yarns as well if I can get some dyeing done. So just keep an eye on that. If you're interested in my yarn, I'll be probably focusing mostly on fingering sock and DK at the moment, but I do have other weights. I have some sport, I have some worsted, and I think some bulky. So if you want those other weights, you let me know, and if I'm coloring something, I can try to do that up if I can. I'm not always able to do customs, but sometimes I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We do want to thank the people who commented on YouTube and in the podcast group. The only ones I'm aware of are the ones on YouTube. Last time I checked before this podcast, they were only on YouTube, but I may have missed somebody. Meditative Crafter, Wendy, who is MacGyver, Yarn Cave Dye Works, and Kara. We want to thank you for all your comments. I think Wombat of Doom commented on the last podcast.
I think she did.
After we had podcasted, so I want to thank her for commenting as well.
I'm pretty sure she did.
And I think that's all we have to say.
Yep.
Are we done?
That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a little bit shorter, but we're both kind of tired.
Actually, talking about it's only a little less than an hour.
Oh, is it less than now? I thought it was only 30 minutes. I can't see from
that
here.
says 56 minutes on
That's not too bad then. Okay, so we want to wish you all a wonderful, blessed week full of knitting, crocheting, paper crafts, whatever it is that makes your heart happy. And we hope to see you here for the Fun in the Woman Cave again next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 597, and that's a wrap.
Bye.